Oh.
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 Ma si sente quello che dite comunque.
It's happening. Oh. Na 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 na
Betty
na
bought a bit of water.
la 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 la
Wow.
la. Are we so excited?
Are
Are we
we
live?
The most excited? I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm sorry, there's 1 minute.
Oh, la la la
Just
la
kidding.
la
39
la
seconds,
la
38.
la la la. What should we sing?
I don't know. What's a good ghosting song? You had the playlist.
That was a really good playlist, by the way. Are we live? We are. So if you're listening, you got ghosted. Now what? Now you cry. It's a really good playlist. When you're feeling moody, sad, and you want to cry.
You just want to jump off a building.
You want to literally end your life. Then go
Don't
listen.
worry.
Don't worry about it. We got you.
This playlist will accompany you in your last moments.
This episode is brought you by depression. Have you ever heard of depression? Isn't that just a fancy word for feeling bummed out? Sorry, off we go. Off we go. Hello, everyone. Welcome to That's What She Said. I'm Elena.
And I'm Alan.
And as you can probably hear from now, we are speaking in English because this episode is going to be a little bit different. We decided to go back to Alan's roots.
And your roots
mine
also.
as well, a little bit, but that's okay. So we're going to do the whole episode in English. So I hope you like it.
We hope you like it. We hope you're connected also from Brooklyn.
Brooklyn, baby. I know people from Brooklyn are connected. I hope so. If not, I'm going to be really mad, but that's okay.
If not, you can use the playlist that we were discussing before.
Yeah.
For when you're really, really down and out.
So I want to, first of all, you look great. Because she was just saying that she doesn't look good, and I think you look great. And we don't say that to each other enough, I think. We look great.
You look even better.
You look better.
You always look better, though.
You look better. We look good.
We look so
We look so fucking good. And it's okay to say it to yourself. It's fine. Say it, goddammit, you look good.
More people should say it to us. More people should say it to their friends. Love you.
Love you more.
Oh, my God.
So what have you been up to this week? I think what we wanted to do, we wanted to start by kind of do like a quick recap of the week because things have been happening in our life.
The last 2 weeks, no?
Yeah,
Last
but
2 weeks
let's
since
do
last
like a
podcast.
quick, like 2 weeks is a lot. I don't even
What
remember what I
happened in
did
the last
yesterday.
week?
Yeah.
What happened in the last week? I went on a few dates.
Oh, ew.
Ayo.
Ayo. So?
They went well. One particularly well.
Okay.
If you're listening, guys, I won't tell you which one it is.
Ooh, la la la.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned and you'll figure it.
Got another one in the next few days. Let's see what happens.
Damn, girl.
Damn. Another creeped in over the weekend.
Fuck.
Didn't
What?
reply. We're going to talk about it later.
What?
Mm-mm. But we're good.
I haven't had. Damn.
You instead.
The tables have turned.
You hang out with a dog.
I've been hanging out with a dog, finding myself. I
Working out
haven't had
every
a date in 10 days. Is it? Did I meet out with anyone?
TBD. No, don't think so.
Did I? I don't think so.
Don't think so.
I didn't. 10 days. Hey, basically a nun.
Basically a nun.
Basically.
It closed.
Closed for business. I'm like, done. Done. Focusing on myself.
Working out every day.
Working out every day, baby. Taking care of my body, my spirit, my mind.
And getting ready for the next idiot that comes along.
Absolutely. Ready. I'm always ready for the next fucking idiot. But anyway, so this week has been pretty eventful. It's been nice. Last night I got really drunk. Shocking. And I was walking and a couple, like a really young couple, they were 18, I think. They were crying on the street. They were walking towards me and I was drunk. I was like, ugh. So they were walking towards me and they were like, sorry, excuse me, we need help, please. And mind you, I don't help anyone. I don't give a shit about anybody, but I was drunk. So I was like, okay, you know what? I'm going to listen to these idiots. Let's see what they have to say. And they're like, they stole our wallets and we have to go to Saronno and we're in Milan and we have to take a train and we need $20. I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, $20 seems like a lot to go to Saronno, but that's okay. That seems like a lot of money to go to
Drugs
Saronno.
on the side. But
I mean, I think in my mind, I'm like,
Not
how
my
much is
business.
a ticket? 5?
7.
€7?
50.
Why do you need 20? But I was drunk. So I was like, you know what? Fine. So I'm like, okay, listen, I don't have cash, but I have a credit card. Where's the bank? Let's go find the bank and I'll give you cash. Because I felt that good about myself. I was like, you know what? You're going to help someone today. I don't know. You're
Wow.
going to change somebody's life today.
They probably got some really good drugs with
But
those.
thanks to me.
Thanks to you.
So
Pat yourself on the back.
So I gave them $20 and he was like, oh, give me your number. I'll like Venmo you or IBAN or whatever the fuck the money. I'm like, no, you know what? Keep it.
Wow.
Keep it.
So
Keep it because I am that good of a person.
And now you're good for like a year.
Forever.
You can just be, you know.
I can go back to being the bad bitch that I am and I don't give
Wow.
a shit about anybody because I did this. But the thing is that I did it because I believe in karma. I believe that whatever you do has consequences in your life. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to do this great thing for these stupid idiots and hopefully something good will happen. Nothing has happened yet. That is good so far. So karma's shit. Bullshit.
Stay tuned. Stay tuned.
Bullshit.
And what are we talking about tonight, Elia?
That's a really good question. So we're talking about ghosting and social media frenzy of like being obsessed over social media because it's taken over our life. Like it's done. We literally are constantly on this stupid ass Instagram disgusting thing.
We
Like
have no
we're
life.
maniac. We have no life. So the main topic though is ghosting, right? Because we thought about it and we're like, how many times did you get like were you ever ghosted? Did you ghost? Like how does ghosting? What is it even? Oh my God, ghosting. And what are you talking about? Please tell us more.
When did this term even come about? Is it new or was it always there? No one knows.
Well, Alan, you find me completely unprepared on that.
please tell me more, Elena.
Well, in
Wikipedia page.
I mean, I mean, okay, here we go. Ghosting. I want to say 2006.
Wow.
Here's why.
That was precise.
Sorry, 2008. Here's why.
Whoa.
We're in this really cool indie rock, garage rock moment where everyone is just so fucked up. And like, guys are dumb idiots. They just want to play music, wear shorts and skate, and they want to hang out with their dudes and drink beers and the fuck whatever. So this is when guys start to be incredibly dumb and they start to get phones, MySpace, you know, we started to get a whole new dimension of social media. And that's when men, because mainly men ghosts, that's what I think. We can talk about this because maybe I'm wrong.
Let's
I
talk
don't know.
about that. Very
It's okay.
interesting.
But I think 2008 is when guys really started to lose their marbles because they started to think, oh my God, I can just hang out with my dudes for the rest of my life. And I can just make out with a girl once in a while. And I can just sleep with her. Like, and then I'm good. I don't have to tell her shit because I'm so fucking cool with my broskies.
And I'm just gonna bro out. I'm gonna talk about her with my bros.
I'm gonna fucking drink beers and fuck it up and like and listen to fucking Limp Bizkit and goddamn it. And that's when ghosting started. And
You
you're
know,
very welcome.
Wow.
Right?
That was very
It's good. It was accurate.
very
It's really
intense.
accurate.
And I don't know who you were with in 2008.
I was
but
with these people drinking beers.
sounds
listening to
wonderful,
them.
like in a garage. To be fair, probably in 2008, I was also in a garage, a
100%.
basement, perhaps, smoking hookah
Alan,
with
100%.
like 50 people.
Damn it. Damn.
So cool.
Doing like
Marca.
shot beers. What the fuck are they called?
Shotgunning
Shotgun.
beers.
Shotgun and beers. Boom.
But you know what? I don't think that I was ghosting people in high school, but that's another
were
topic.
you or you don't think you were?
I was. I don't think I knew what it was, though. But that's the thing. Ghosting became a term only recently.
Yep.
But I think it's been happening for a while,
Yeah.
obviously. I do think you have a point where it started, social media for sure.
100%.
For sure.
Also, because how were you ghosting before?
That's the thing, is like, what is ghosting? Because for me, we notice ghosting now.
Let's back it up.
Why?
Yeah.
We notice ghosting because people disappear from our life, like real life, okay? But then they're still just lingering in social media.
In the limbo.
And you're like, is that real or is it not? And you can argue we notice that people have disappeared from our lives more because they actually haven't disappeared from social media. But they've totally, you know, in the past, before all of this, they just disappear from your life. They disappear.
Yeah.
That's
So,
it.
like, in a general sense, what would you say? Like, how would you define ghosting? If you were to define it, which you have to, because I'm asking you.
Oh my God, I'm under pressure. Okay, if I had to define ghosting, I would say that it's, let's say, two people are seeing each other,
Yeah.
and at some point there's an expectation, that you're going to hear from that person.
Yeah.
It's gone past a certain point at which, you've seen each other a few times, you've talked.
So you're putting a time frame.
Not necessarily, but
Okay.
you could also, set things from the beginning in a certain
Yeah.
way. But it's kind of a mood, a vibe where you're
Yeah.
like, I'm going to hear from this person. If I don't hear from them, it's kind of weird.
Okay.
And after this moment, after you're in this period of time, this person just disappears.
Mm-hmm.
For me, that's ghosting.
That's ghosting. Okay. So you're putting a time frame on ghosting, like.
A little bit. It's more how the person kind of sets it up with you. For example, at the beginning, maybe it's more chill. Even if you've seen each other like 5 times.
Yeah.
Maybe, you're just going on dates. It's pretty relaxed. You hear from them every now and then. Fine. If instead maybe you've gone on just 1 date or 2, but you're talking to this person every day.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden from one day to the next, they're gone.
Okay.
Ghosted.
Because, see, that's what I think, too. I mean, if I go out with a guy once, which I'm not doing now, but I'm
No
famous
comment.
for that. But anyway, I go out with a guy once. If there's no vibe and you text me like the day after and there was no vibe, I'm not going to reply. And I don't think that's ghosting because I don't even know you. I think for it to be ghosting, there has to be some sort of like, I don't want to say connection because that's like, but like some sort of like.
It's what I'm saying, though. You're saying it without wanting to say it.
But because listen, with connection, what I mean is deeper. You know what I mean? Okay, we go on like different levels. It's fine.
Just kidding.
It's fine.
No,
But
I know what you mean.
You
There's
know?
a kind of vibe.
yeah,
but-
if there's no vibe and we've seen each other once, twice, and you text me, like I also feel like if I don't vibe with you, how do you vibe with me? Like
That
if
was
I don't,
deep.
you know what I mean?
Wow.
Like wow, if I didn't feel it, how is it even possible that you felt it? You know what I mean?
I think that can happen. But the thing is, I think you bring up a good point. If it's like once, twice, I don't know. Maybe after that moment, not getting a response is already a response.
That's 100% true.
Like, and at that moment, to me, it's not ghosting. It's like,
it just didn't happen. It
just
happen.
didn't work out.
It wasn't
fine.
meant to be.
Because we didn't cross that like imaginary line over, with connection or vibes or whatever, where there's some implicit expectation that would just not be cool. But at the beginning, it's like, it's cool.
So with that in mind, listeners, I was reading an article because I am that culturate. Like I read
Jesus Christ.
articles. Yes, I do. I was reading an article on the New York Post, and they were saying that literally what's happening right now is that it is acceptable for our generation to break up over silence, to just literally disappear. Or, like, it is acceptable. We do it. We've been doing it for so long. And in my mind, I'm like, how the fuck is it acceptable to disappear? Like, who are you?
And, like, we
But,
bitch
like,
about it, but
why?
it's happening to everyone.
Yeah, but, like, why? Like, remember that I sent Alan a TikTok of a guy that does literally, he only says this thing. He's like, I just only have one question. Why? And he literally goes on for 5 minutes going, why? And in my mind, it's exactly what I asked myself when I've been ghosted. Because believe it or not, I've been ghosted before.
I don't believe it.
Trust me. And I'm like, why?
I think
Why?
it's linked.
WHY?
Or WTF.
TFHN. What the spelling?
What was that?
Spelling is so hard.
Spelling bee. Fail.
WHIY.
Y. WHIEY. Okay. Back to the point. I think, honestly, it's linked to social media. Why? Because we have this kind of persona on social media that is not us. And it allows us to be whoever the F we want to be. And it also allows us to hide from so much shit that you cannot get away with in real life.
Amen.
Like if I was just hanging out with you and we were best friends because we
We
are.
are.
And then the next day I was like, I'm just not going to talk to you. You'd come over and slap me in my face.
I would fucking punch you in your
You would
throat.
bitch slap me.
I would knock you to the ground.
But since I'm like on Instagram, I can do whatever the F I want.
Yeah.
And you creep into my DMs.
Oh,
and
that's
I
another
just
one.
ignore.
Yeah.
And I think that's a big part of the problem.
Big part. Yeah.
And I also think that we, in general, as a generation, we just avoid conflict and like we're supposed to
100%.
be happy all the time
Yeah.
and we're supposed to never be hurt. At least that's how I grew up.
Yeah.
It's like, fuck. Sometimes I think you just need to put people in their place.
Hey,
Hey, Hey, sister.
Hey, sister. Listen, no, but which I was saying before to you and Olivia. Also, shout out to Olivia.
Olivia.
Hey, and also shout out to our CEO, Master and Commander, Chief Officer,
Captain.
Chief Financial Officer, Enrico.
Chief
Look at
Creative
him.
Officer.
Look at him.
We could
Thank
go
you.
on all day. The rest of the puntata così.
We could just go on by calling Enrico all the
Damn.
names that we
Chief
want to call him.
DJ
We could
officer.
literally, let's do it. No, fuck,
Okay.
I'm fucking,
That's
no,
for
I'm
another
not
day.
going to do that.
Another day.
But without Enrico, we wouldn't be here. So
Respect.
thank you. We owe you. There's also our director, our Quentin Tarantino, sitting there. He's pretending that he doesn't
He's
listen.
just not even listening.
Andrea.
He's ghosting us right now.
So anyway,
Wow.
now we shout it to everybody else
Everybody.
here. But
we
no,
have a lot to talk about.
what we were saying before, it's like, I personally, my policy in life is, let's talk about it. If I have something to say, I'll say it. If I want to know something, I'll ask you. I don't give a shit. If the answer is not what I wanted, that's fine. But I need closure. I need answers. I need questions. I need clear understanding of what we're doing and where we're like, you
in
know,
order to move on.
to do whatever.
But why are we like this? I'm the same.
Mm.
I think you're even more direct than I am.
I think so too.
Why
yeah.
are we like this? And everybody, it's hard for us to be this way, but like everybody's just okay with being in this gray area of feeling like shit. When
Well-
in reality, you should just be like, if you want to not see anybody anymore, why don't we just say, hey, it's
So
not working out.
I took down some notes. I talk to people because I also do that sometimes. It happens. I sometimes talk
Rarely.
to people. Rarely, but I talk to people sometimes. And a lot of people, and the main thing that came out is that you ghost because you don't know how to have that conversation. You don't know how to say, listen, I didn't like you, or listen, this happened. Like after a while that you've been hanging with a girl or a boy or a person, you don't know how to break
say
it. You don't know how to do
We don't
it.
want to hurt their feelings because it
And it's
doesn't make sense to
uncomfortable.
them.
It's like a bunch of things.
And then we end up with like it's not you, it's me, which is bullshit.
bullshit.
I think we should all get used to saying, I just didn't like you enough.
100%.
And all get used to saying, this dude,
It's
or this
fine.
girl, this person just didn't like me enough. Amen.
Fucking A.
I move on,
Fucking
and
A.
that's it.
Mm.
Instead, there's like this crazy, holy shit. It's impossible to accept the fact that this person doesn't like me.
And this brings me to my other policy of life, which is sometimes when somebody we like doesn't like us back, it means nothing. It doesn't mean that you're not worthy, because we're always constantly, especially us girls, but I think guys too, you think that if you don't like me back, then I'm not hot enough, I'm not tall enough, I'm not worthy enough, I'm not funny enough, da-da-da-da. No.
It's not
Just
personal.
simple enough. He doesn't like you because he just doesn't like you. And the fact that he doesn't like you doesn't mean that you're not worthy. You're just not the person for that person. And that's okay. And you move on, and that's fine. Even better if you know it right away, because you don't waste your fucking time on
Exactly.
someone that doesn't like you.
But this
Thank
takes,
you.
This
Thank you very fucking much. Thank
bow
you.
down to our
Thank
girl
you.
Elena. No, but it's so true. And I think, if we think of the people that we've broken up with or we
Yeah.
left, like as reflecting on ourselves, it's so easy to be like, no, it wasn't about this person. This person was amazing. It just wasn't the right
Absolutely.
timing.
Absolutely.
Or I wasn't feeling it, or we wanted different things. Instead, if somebody does it to us,
Yeah.
panic.
But back on the ghosting
Gotta
thing.
kill myself.
Yeah, exactly. Which is another thing that I jotted down on my
God,
list.
you love this word.
I
and
love
you
the word
use it
jotted.
so well.
Am I like really smart?
You're the smartest.
Am I? I think I am. I'm the funniest. I'm kidding.
God, she's
Literally the
everything
dumbest
to
person
me.
I've ever met.
Everything to me.
We lost all sense of respect over each other. Relationships have no meaning.
Wow.
That's what I wrote down.
I'm gonna go jump out the window. It's
That's
about
like-
the fifth time that I'm talking about
That
jumping
was
out the window.
so sad.
God.
But it's right. Olivia saying
says
that
it's
it's true.
true.
Olivia says
Olivia
it's
says
true.
it's true. It's true.
Becoming more and more superficial.
Superficial. Brava.
Literally.
So superficial. And I
Literally.
think the fact that it seems so superficial makes it easier to ghost because you're like, oh, it's not a big deal.
Because it's accepted, right? Because
Yeah.
the way that we treat relationship is so random, and it's so not meaningful anymore. It's just like, oh, I met this guy. Oh, we slept together, whatever. I didn't want to say we fucked because I didn't want to be that.
But you did.
But now I did.
All night.
Oh, and but yeah, literally I said relationship have no meaning left. How sad is that?
But it's weird because I think we all, I feel like our generation, we're searching for meaning, yet almost from the first meeting, first text to somebody, we're putting our, as you say in Italian, we're putting our hands here. We're like, oh, no, no, don't want to get involved. And then all of a sudden, we find ourselves in a situation where we feel involved, and then it hurts when somebody ghosts us.
Yeah.
But at the same time, we've been trying to act cool and like, another thing for social media, pretending like we don't give a shit.
We don't give a shit.
All we do is give a shit.
We give so much shit. We give so many shits. It's so crazy. It is so crazy how much shit we give. So much. And if you think about...
But why are we a generation where we just pretend like we don't give a shit? What is it?
Listen, I feel like this conversation can get really, really deep and really, really long. Let's
go back to the superficial
Let's go back to the ghost, because, there's a lot to unpack here. But one thing that I read in another article, my God, I am that smart, is that we don't ask the person that we're dating or seeing, we don't tell them what we're looking for. We don't ask them what we're looking for, which is another thing. Like, if I'm only looking for a casual relationship where I have my life, you have your life, and yada, yada, yada. And I say it right away. And we say it right away. You know it from the beginning that that's what I'm looking for. And if that's not what you're looking for, then you think about it twice before moving on with the relationship. And again, communication. Communication.
I agree, but it's not just communication. It's also being honest with your fucking self on what you're looking for, which ties into what I was saying before. I don't think that a lot of us are honest about what we're looking for. And then having the balls to say it and potentially get, quote, rejected because this person doesn't want the same thing as you. Because it feels like a rejection.
It does.
But we should do it earlier and we should normalize it, because otherwise, we get hurt. But I think a lot of people, and I think it goes back to like ghosting. What does it mean? Is it ghosting? Is it not? What does it mean? Because a lot of times there are mixed messages. Mixed messages.
Ooh, mixed messages.
Maybe we're like, what do you want? Do you want the same thing as me? No. Ooh, that's okay. I'm going to adapt.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to keep seeing
you.
Oh, yeah. But then if you stop talking to me, fuck you.
Fuck you. I'm going to kill your family. Yeah. I'm going to find you and kill your family.
And one person's like, ooh, casual. And the other person's like, casual, but I know I'm going to win him over and it's going to be a relationship.
I think that's what women do.
Women do it a lot.
They have this thing in their mind that somehow, they're going to change a man. Good luck.
He's going to ghost you.
He's going to ghost you right away. If you try to change him,
God,
goodbye.
He's not going to ghost you right away because you won't let him. He's going to ghost you after like 2 months when you're really in it,
He's going to win you over.
Wow, Olivia Savage.
You're goddamn right. That is so true, though.
Wow, some people do. When do you deserve to be ghosted? I love this.
Excuse me, nobody deserves to be ghosted. What are you talking about?
Have you ever ghosted anybody?
Yes, I did.
And do you regret it?
Absolutely.
Tell us more.
I know for a fact he's not listening, so that's good.
Okay.
So I just moved to New York. I was 20. Met this guy. Most beautiful man I've ever seen. Black man, tall.
Dreadlocks.
Elegant.
Suit and tie.
Working in the music business, producing. And I'm like, oh, I love you. Okay. Because, of course, these are the things that at the time would make me fucking go head over heels. But at the same time, I meet this guy, which then happens to be like, became my boyfriend after. So I'm seeing these two people, but I'm seeing the beautiful black man, producer black man, more. After 6 months, I realized that I'm in love with the other guy. What a fucking mistake. But, you can't choose who you love.
You could have been with him your whole life.
You can't choose who the fuck you love. That's a problem with love.
Good one for another podcast.
Oh. And so he's texting me, and I am very young, and I don't know how to deal with it. So I never text him back. After 6 months.
How often did you see him?
That's really bad.
That's really bad.
That's really fucking bad.
Wow.
But I was young. I was in New York. I was doing I was smoking a lot of weed.
Brava, Olivia says no excuses.
Well, when you're young, you're fucking dumb. 20 is dumb. 20. Not 22. Carlo. 20 is dumb.
You're so smart, Carlo.
Plus, Carlo, you're so mature. So you're fine.
So that was like a rough ghosting.
That was
from one day to the next,
ghosting.
I just don't reply.
And we really liked each other.
And what do you do though? Like, are there other types of ghosting?
I've been Do you want me to tell you the last one? The most. This guy.
Break
I
it
hope you're
down.
listening, and I hope you rot in hell. You
No one
piece
is
of trash.
safe.
You
No one is
piece of
safe.
trash. I'm gonna drag you now. I'm gonna drag you across the room, and I'm gonna fucking Anyway, I've been talking to this guy for a whole year in the pandemic. Mind you, during the pandemic, like the first lockdown, we were all just like doing lives on Instagram. Like nobody gives a shit what you have to say, but everybody was on live and going, "Hi guys." So basically, like in Italy, the lockdown is going like this. I'm like, nobody gives a
We're
flying
clapping
fuck.
outside the window.
Like, and look, this is what we're doing. Nobody cares. Why are you doing a live on your Instagram? You have 5 people
Stay
watching.
home.
Just
Stay
shut
home.
up. Nobody gives a shit. But we were all just doing lives. And
My mom was watching. She's like, "Oh, are you okay?
good.
Stay home."
You
Mom."
had 1 view and it was your mom. Fine. I literally had 0. But then
Except for this guy.
I'm doing a live with a skater group of people from Milan, whatever. I don't even know how the fuck I started doing this live, but it's okay. And I see this guy and we start chatting, da 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 da. Then we start having this full-on relationship online because he's very into music, and for me it's really hard to find somebody that has my same taste, and you know, we're sending songs, we're listening to songs, we start chatting on Instagram, and then we move to WhatsApp. Fucking official to me.
Attenzione.
Sounds like a relationship to me.
Attenzione.
Excuse me, but when you move from Instagram to WhatsApp,
Wait,
you're basically married in my mind.
did you video chat with this?
We FaceTime.
I'm pretty sure
on
I
the
was
daily.
present
You
one
were
time
present.
when he FaceTimed and you were like, "He has such good taste in music."
Because that's it. That was it for me. I was like, oh, he was a skater, lived in London. I hope you're listening. I hope you are. 40 years old. 40 anni. Okay? Not 20, 40. Okay. So we're chatting, we're FaceTiming. It's good. It's like, oh, this summer I'm going to come to Italy. We're going to go here. We're going to go do this. We're going to like play music. We're going to jam. We're going to record songs. I'm like, fuck yeah, I found someone finally. Da, da, da.
Soulmate.
Okay. And then I see his stories. He's flying. He's like all'aeroporto di Milano. I don't know. He's like at the airport. And I'm like, oh, so you're in Italy? 0. No. Yeah. Wait, hold on. I'm like, okay, so I wait a little bit. I see that he's like in Puglia, whatever the fuck people go in Italy. I don't know. Sicily, Stromboli. I don't know where people go, but they go down south and places.
Bye.
I'm like, oh, quindi sei in so you're here in Italy? Nothing.
Oh my god.
And so I'm like, you know what? Fuck you, piece of shit. I'm done. So I like block him on everything. Yeah. I'm very.
No, we're gonna get back to that.
I'm very like I am.
interesting.
If you have the audacity to never reply back to like me,
It's so bad.
you're blocked.
I
And
love
if I
that.
see you, I will kill you.
Jesus
I will go taken on your ass.
You looked.
When I find you, I will fucking kill you.
You looked in my eyes and it was terrifying.
Right? Good.
So.
But
confirmed.
anyway, a little bit like when was this? This was June. So he disappears. July, my birthday, I'm posting pictures. I'm cute. I'm like, happy birthday to me. Boo. I'm looking good. I'm like tan. I'm in my island. I'm like, woohoo, like this. Looking fabulous.
Obvi.
And he's like, oh, is it your birthday? Oh, happy birthday.
Vomito.
My-
I vomit.
Piece of shit.
I thought you blocked him.
I blocked him on like WhatsApp and blah, blah, blah,
He
blah.
found you.
He found me.
Crept back in.
He was like creeping in. And now he's like liking my pictures. I'm like, why the fuck are you back on my Instagram page? You stupid ass 40-year-old skater.
God, he's 40-year-old skater.
You're a 40-year-old skater? What is wrong with you? And you don't even have a store? Or like you don't work for like Trasher magazine. You don't do shit. What are you doing with your
Below
life?
you. Below
I
you.
hope you're listening. Swear to God, I hope
No
you
one
are.
is safe.
So anyway, that was a really bad ghosting story.
Oh, that's
I
bad.
think. Also, and that takes me to, he's like in my picture. To us, that's a lot of meaning. To him, no,
Nothing.
no meaning,
Nothing.
nothing.
You know,
0.
The amount of times my friends and I, my friends are like, "Oh, I'm gonna post this. Do I look okay in this picture? Oh, I have an app where I fix my face. and my-
Facetune, baby.
I
Facetune
discovered
the
this
shit out of
year,
it.
and it first scared the shit out of me. But then I was like, "Oh, nice. Let's try
It
that."
looks good.
Looks great. Looking good.
But that's the other topic of today, right? Like social media frenzy.
We get obsessed, obsessed with the image that we present on social media and who's following us and who's liking us and who they follow and do we follow people in common.
Yeah, it's
and
insane.
Did he like my stuff?
Fuck.
Did he like stuff from like 3 years ago? Because for me, it's like you're a fucking psychopath.
You're a
For
psychopath.
other people, it's like, oh yeah, he likes me so much.
No, you're a psychopath.
You're a fucking
You need to talk to
psycho.
somebody. Yeah.
Goodbye.
Yeah.
And then, messaging is a whole nother world of did they put the heart and then not reply.
But you know
because
what?
that's
To
the
me,
death.
it's the worst. The stories. When we always look through the stories
worst.
to see who watched our stories. But the reality with men is that they watch stories like they're playing Fruit Ninja. They're like da-da-da-da-da-da-da. They
Zero
don't register anything.
Nothing.
While we look at it and we're like, okay, so he's here. Huh? What do what?
Oh, yeah, Olivia, I was you like a year ago, and then all my
Olivia,
friends were like, "You don't look at who
We're
looks at your
I'm
stories?"
so single that I look through all the people that watch my. I'm that single. I'm like 200 people. Haha, that's okay. I can look at it. No problem. Let me see.
Once you start, Olivia, don't start because once you start, you can't go back, and then you keep looking. In the past.
Because now you,
Brava.
Olivia, you're so mature.
God, you were like our
You guys, I wish
North
you could
Star.
see Olivia because not only she is
the,
the most beautiful girl
ever.
in the world, she's
Ever.
also so chill.
God.
She's
You're our North
so
Star.
chill.
We wish we could be like you. Instead, we have no chill.
Hey, shout out
Therapy.
to therapy.
Thank God for therapy.
Thank you for our therapist.
Let's
shout
talk-
out to Dr. Greco. Love you
Karen.
so much.
Karen.
Karen.
And Anna. Got two of them because sometimes you need more than one.
You need a lot of
In
therapists
fact,
up in
Karen
here.
one time, I was like, I was same situation. I went out with a guy, and then he, kind of was ghosting me, but it was in that, preliminary phase.
Yeah.
Where you couldn't really call it ghosting. I wasn't really that emotionally involved, but I was like, my ego was like, dude, where'd this guy go? And then I was like, should I call him? I don't know. Should I text him? Should I try to force it a little bit? She was like, Alan, does he have a phone?
Yep.
Does he know how to use it?
Yep.
Okay, then fucking don't do anything. If he wants to see you, he'll call you.
I just think we overthink so
God,
fucking much.
Exactly. And social media it's like a minefield where you can overthink everything. And what we really should do is say, if this guy's not writing me, saying let's see each other,
He doesn't want to see you.
he doesn't want
like
to
you.
see you. So it doesn't matter if he likes your,
Doesn't
photo. It doesn't
mean
matter
shit.
if he follows
It doesn't
you.
mean
Doesn't
shit.
matter if he looks at your stories. But why are we so obsessed with it?
I just feel if I think about the waste of time and energy that's why I stopped giving a shit about it. The problem is that now I don't give a shit about anything anymore. But that happens, Hey, that's okay. I'm living a good life. I don't give a shit. But the amount of energy
So
that
much.
we waste on like caring what everybody else thinks about what the fuck, who gives a shit? First of all, because mainly a lot of people don't give a shit.
Zero.
They don't give zero fucks. But we do. We think that everybody does. But people are preoccupied with their fucking lives, whatever they have going on, to think about, oh my God, what are you wearing? Oh my God, she lost so much weight. They don't give a shit.
They don't care.
The amount of energy that we waste on thinking what other people think of us.
I think if we took that energy and we focused on our own selves. What language
Om
was
Namah
that?
Shivaya. Om Namah Is that offensive?
That was so offensive.
Fuck
I followed
me,
your lead.
that was
You were offensive.
I am so
followed.
sorry.
Love you.
I am
Love to our Indian followers.
Shout out to our Indian followers, baby. We don't have any.
That was
We don't
even
have
worse.
any. But
No, but
what else
really
do we have
we-
here?
No, but I think that's the thing. If we focus more on ourselves and we were actually confident, because at the end of the day, it's all about insecurity.
Amen.
Like no one wants to be ghosted. So why do we do it to everybody else?
Rico, bye. We love
Here we
you.
go. We love you so much, big boss.
He's
Big
leaving.
boss, capitano.
He's leaving, but he's always in his heart, in our heart.
In
no,
his
his
heart
in his
also.
heart he is.
God, it's just
Ciao,
so big.
Rico.
That's
Love
what she
you.
said.
Thank you.
Ciao, Enrico. No, but I think that it's all about insecurity. And social media, like we use it to try to build up a little bit, get rid of our insecurity, but it just makes us more insecure. And sometimes you just gotta like stop and think, what the hell is real in this situation?
Shit. Damn, that was deep.
Wow.
Fuck me, that was deep. Oof. Woof. But
Moving on. Every time we get too deep, moving on to the next.
If we get too deep, we gotta say something stupid because I feel uncomfortable. Like this is too much.
Break the tension.
So I'm gonna say this.
Gotta go to the psychologist again.
I'm gonna say this. Who gives a shit? Honestly, in general, let's ask ourselves this question: who gives a shit? Who gives a shit if the guy that you like doesn't like you back? Who gives a shit that, you know, in general.
The thing is, I think it's okay to let it. I think the problem is we don't, if somebody ghosts you and like you go and you complain to a friend and everybody's like, fuck him. Sometimes you can be like, damn, that sucks.
Yeah.
Let it sit there for like a night.
Yeah.
And then move on.
Text
We
him.
Don't
Text
have this.
him.
Text him. Be like, hey, that wasn't cool.
Or what's up? What's happening? Are
Like,
we
hey,
done? Are we
exactly.
done? And that's okay.
Why don't we do that? Instead, we sit there and we're like, fuck him. No, absolutely not. I'm going to go, do my thing and take cool pictures.
Yeah, so make him jealous.
I'm going to make him jealous.
Jealous of what?
What the hell? You can't control how other people feel. The only thing you can control is how you feel about the situation.
Ooh, I feel like we keep getting deep. I feel like this is like a help podcast, like a guidance help podcast. Welcome. Today, we're going to unpack the reason why you feel insecure about men.
Do a breathing exercise.
And on the count of 3, let it all out.
Let's do a de-stressing exercise.
But honestly, okay, I have another thing here. I jotted down.
God, so many things.
I jotted down block. Block, WhatsApp, block, Facebook,
Why
block.
don't we want to block people? You know,
No, you don't want to block people.
You know what I did?
I blocked the shit out of everybody. Yeah, she mutes people.
I mute.
How do you mute
Olivia,
someone?
I have like. You mute them? Are you kidding me?
I never muted
You know
anyone.
how I heard about muting for the first time? I remember I was in contact with my ex-boyfriend.
Oopsie.
Oopsie.
We don't like that. Oopsie daisy.
It's okay. We moved on from that period. But
Okay.
in that period, I was like, what? You didn't see my pictures from, this trip that I went on? He was like, no, I had you muted. I was like, what is that?
The audacity.
The audacity. But I was kind of like, respect. Good for you.
Listen,
bro.
but why mute? Just block
Then he
the shit
unmuted me.
out of it.
I mute everyone.
I think it's worse to mute. And I love
It's worse. Block the shit out of everybody. Why
mute
mute
is
it?
like a big.
I don't care. I really don't give a shit. I mute you, but you can.
Ali doesn't give a shit.
God, I love it. It's true though.
She doesn't
Blocking,
give a shit.
people don't block. Why? Because it's like, ooh, a message in and of itself that I care, and we're so scared to be like, I care, that we'd much rather mute. But what happens when you mute? I have so many girlfriends who are like, I'm gonna mute. I'm not gonna block.
I didn't even know that you could mute people. God damn
You
it.
mute. I hid my story from the latest.
You hid stories?
I hid my own story.
Guys, this Instagram thing is literally gonna ruin the
Our
life of no, but literally we're either gonna get extinct. You say get extinct?
We're going to go extinct.
Go extinct
Extinct.
because of social media. I believe it. I also love it. It's my job. So
What's the equivalent of blocking on Instagram in real life? Like if we didn't have Instagram.
oh, I like this. Like a role
What's the
play.
equivalent? And then what's the equivalent of muting?
Oh fuck.
To me,
okay.
blocking is like, I'm not going to your party. I'm out of there. I'm not going to show up.
What
and you're going to,
party?
if a guy has a party,
Yeah.
and I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. I thought that was clear. I thought that you could read my mind. I'm sorry.
What party?
Bitch, you're not invited. No, if a guy, okay, real life equivalent, if a guy had a party,
Yeah.
or a guy was going to a party,
Yep.
blocking is like, I'm not going to go.
Because you know.
Because I know
I just
he's
feel
going
like
to be
there's
there.
so much information about this party that I need to know before I can make it like.
The party is
what
like,
is it?
The party's like the coolest party of the year. And you want to go there because you want to see if this guy's talking to another girl.
Oh fuck
who
me!
he's
No,
hanging out
I'm not
with.
going.
And you know what? Because you block. Instead, muting would be like, I'm going to go and just pretend like I don't care.
But that's a lot of energy. Either
Right?
I go and I'm fucked up, so I don't even see you, and I make out with all your friends.
But ching.
You know what I mean?
Era
Or I just
style.
don't go.
I
'Cause that's a lot
don't
of
go anymore.
energy.
But when I was younger, I was much more
Yeah.
afraid to show that I cared.
Why are we so afraid to show that we care? Are we getting into
back
deep
to the-
conversation again? I don't want to go too
But
deep.
I think it's really, I have so many girlfriends who are scared to block.
I really want to bring this conversation to a man,
God.
even though I have a lot of like testosterone, so I could pass in my mind as a man.
No, you're a full woman, baby.
But I'm a full woman.
But we have a man in the room.
Carlo, we have a man in but he's just looking. He's like,
Carlo,
I don't
you
know
wanna-
what to say.
Do you want to answer some things about social media?
È che non parlo benissimo in inglese.
Oh, well, that's
Parli
not
in
put-
italiano, noi traduciamo.
Let's not put him on the spot.
Ok.
Sì.
Sì,
ma
certo. Vieni,
ma
Carlo.
certo.
Oh, Carlo.
God, we're so international up
And
in
here we go, live, Carlo.
Hi everyone.
Wow. Carlo, what do you think? What do you think about all
about
this?
ghosting.
About all of this, il ghosting, social media,
Dillo in
quello che
italiano,
vuoi.
sì.
Allora, ok.
Dillo in italiano,
Sono
poi
confidente in
noi...
italiano.
Assolutamente.
Io ero solito ghostare.
Ah, he was the one to
Quando,
ghost.
come diceva lei, ero incerto sul che faccio, che non faccio, invece di...
So he used to ghost when he didn't know what to say or he didn't know what to respond.
Esatto, esatto. Oppure quando c'era quella situazione incerta, quando effettivamente capivo che era meglio stay away from
Ok, sì.
that person, facevo un passo indietro, sparito. Quando l'ho subito,
Ah.
ho smesso di farlo, logicamente, perché...
So Carlo's saying that he used to do it, but when it happened to him, he stopped doing it because when it happens to you, it's real.
Karma, perché poi ti torna tutto addosso e quindi ho deciso di smetterla e adesso piuttosto dico guarda è stato figo però basta mai più
See,
arrivederci.
Carlo now says that it was nice, but I don't feel
But no
like
thanks.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
And that's exactly what everybody should do.
Yeah.
We should always communicate what the fuck we feel and who gives a shit.
Esatto, magari poi da quella confessione non so, di sentimento può nascere qualcosa di bello, di brutto.
Bello
capito?
questo.
Oh, I like this. He's saying that
Bellissimo.
if you like admit or like say what you think, how you feel, you never know what could happen. It could happen something good.
Esatto.
Yeah.
I
like
like
that.
this. I like
Esatto.
this.
Quindi comunicare è sempre la chiave primaria di ogni tipo di...
mia.
Communication is key, baby.
Communication is
Mi
key.
piaci, non mi piace, usciamo, non usciamo, non ho voglia, senza che ti dico sto lì alle 4, no, 10 minuti prima ho il gatto a casa che non posso lasciare.
Questa è una bellissima scusa, mi piace.
Non mi va perché ho i cazzi miei, perché tu hai i cazzi tuoi e io stiamo
Bravo.
bene così distanti.
Exactly.
Hey,
To
piuttosto-
not only communicate, but also be honest about it.
Esatto,
Not make up a
esatto.
stupid excuse and just be honest about it.
Honesty, communication goes a long way.
And real conversation,
Right.
not
I will improve my
liking.
English to be
Yeah,
in the
you
next...
better. Yeah, you better.
okay.
Carlo.
Work on it. No, Carlo, grazie.
Cavolo, ti vogliamo così bene.
Carlo, the cutest.
The
Oh my
cutest.
God. But it's true, like what I was saying, my policy is to communicate. Always say what I think, always ask, always communicate. Because the fuck.
And what would you, okay, again,
Yeah.
just curious to kind of loop together again,
Do it.
ghosting with social media. What do you do when social media makes things super confusing and you want answers?
You
Do
personally,
you pick up the phone?
you
Do you
pick
write
up
guy?
the fucking phone. I don't believe in calls. Ew. Like, ew, who calls anymore? Don't
I
ever
like
call me. How
calls.
dare you? How dare you? I mean, I can talk to you for hours, but if
FaceTime, though.
you're a guy, don't you dare calling
So
me.
you prefer a message?
Shoot me a text. What
me
are
a
we
text.
talking about? Like, I have stuff to do. Why do you think that you can call me? Do you think I have nothing to do? I have so much to do. I am so busy. But a text, you can shoot me a text. I believe that if social media is confusing, I truly believe in text. Ask him, ask her. What the fuck are you thinking? Where are we going? What is this? Let's talk about it. And be prepared for the worst. Be prepared for the best. Be
Wow.
prepared for whatever the fuck is gonna happen. But be aware that at least you're gonna get closure, if anything. Which closure is what you need in life, baby.
And be
What you need in
real.
life.
And that's the thing. I think social media is not real. Instagram is not real. And it's hard to accept because it's such a big part of our life. But
Yeah.
Instagram is not real.
Yeah.
So
I don't want
gotta
to shit all over Instagram because I
No.
love it.
You can communicate on Instagram,
Yeah.
but it's different if you actually have a real chat. Not like
I love it. I love to post my stupid videos.
I love them too.
I love them.
God,
I
I
so
literally
much fun.
watched our own story and laughed so much.
I
today.
literally watch my stories
like
over
I
and
think
over
my
again.
colleagues saw me watching our stories like 5 times. I was like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just gonna take a break in this meeting and watch my story." again
Literally.
and laugh at my
literally.
own face.
I love to rewatch my stories and I laugh at my
But
stories.
at least we laugh at ourselves and we're not like
I don't-
stalking a guy.
No, I don't do that anymore. I'm clean. I don't stalk anymore.
We are
watch
channeling
myself.
Olivia's energy and we're not doing that shit anymore.
I don't stalk these fucking skaters anymore. It's over.
God, skaters.
Done.
You and skaters, man.
I don't know.
Damn.
I don't know. I don't even want to open that drawer and go, no. We have some we had some question from the community, but I feel like we've been talking for 25 hours, so
Yeah. I feel like we gotta wrap it up.
we're gonna wrap it up. I'm gonna say one thing, which I said it I think 15 times in this live, is communication, baby. Just talk. Who gives a shit? Who gives a shit? Don't think about it. Am I gonna text him? When am I gonna text him?
Just do it.
Do it. Just
something.
fucking do it. Just text him. Life is literally so complicated.
What's-
We make it even more complicated. We make it so fucking hard. What is it about a text that makes it so impossible for us to say? Ask him, yo,
Straight
what
up.
happened? Or, do you like me? Do you not? That's okay. It's fine. And if he doesn't like you, move on. There's billions of guys
Billions.
everywhere. There's too many. Too many.
And
too
most
many.
Most of the time, you don't even like these people. You just like the idea
Amen.
of them,
Yeah.
or your ego's caught up in it, but you don't give a shit about them. So ask the question instead of texting your friend. Hey, oh my God, they followed this new person.
Oh my
What do I
God.
do? I think it's like ask my friend, yo, this is the text I'm gonna send, and it's like, yo, bitch, what's going on? What's up?
Let's do
Are we
this.
in? Are we out? Should we go out tomorrow?
Yeah.
If you don't feel like it, that's cool.
Let's do this. Let's
and
open.
then
Yeah.
you wait for the answer, and then you call your best friend, and you either say, this guy's a douche, he said no.
Let's go get wasted.
Let's go get wasted.
Mhm.
And then you end up laughing about it.
Absolutely.
Or you cry
Hey.
for a night or two.
Listening
and
to
then
the
you move on.
listening to the playlist
Of course.
on East Radio.
Don't jump, though.
Listen,
From the ledge.
can we just say this? If you guys need help with texting somebody that you don't know how to text, you have a situation that you don't know how to deal with, we're here. DM us on East Radio.
We are here.
Infobox. If
Infobox.
we're gonna literally DM us on East Radio, because I don't think it's fair to say DM us on our private pages. It's okay. DM us on East Radio, and we're literally gonna help you figure it out, what to say, what to do. The answers are simples. Simples? What is?
The answers are simple.
We're ready. What did I say?
The answers are simple.
It sounds like Rick and Morty.
Dead.
Rick and
absolutely
Morty.
dead.
Rick and Morty. So that's
Hit
it,
us
you
up.
guys.
Simple's answers.
Andrea is here. Are we
Andrea.
done? Is that way? Abbiamo finito? Ci stai mandando via, Andrea?
Ci siamo.
Ci metti
Ci
in
siamo
ansia,
comunque.
che mi hai messo ansia entrando così, no, scherzo.
Guys,
I feel like, yo,
wow, this was a
Yo.
big topic.
also, don't ghost people. The fuck? Grow
Just
up.
don't.
Just don't.
Grow up.
The
Don't
fuck?
ghost him anymore.
I mean, grow some balls.
Bizzle.
Bezizzles. Grow some bejizzles.
And with that,
And with that in mind,
we'll see you in 2 weeks.
we love you very much. If you have any question, DM us on East Radio. All our episodes are on Spotify and on Twitch and YouTube. Also, ooh, watch us become YouTubers, baby. YouTubers.
Quitting our day jobs.
This episode is brought you by nothing because we have no sponsors yet. So if
Maybe
you're
our psychologist.
if you have a if you're a sponsor and you want to sponsor us, do it.
Slip into our DMs.
Do it.
And don't
And-
ghost us.
DM per i messaggi, un altro box che crede.
Fuck, that's a lot. Carlo, that's complicated. You need to figure it out.
DM per i messaggi del no ghosting perché
It's
sennò-
complicated.
Keep it simple.
Complicated. Listen to the playlist. Don't kill yourself. We love you. I love you, Alan.
I love you so much.
I love you so much.
God, I love you.
Oh, damn it. I
we
love
love
you.
Olivia. She's
Olivia.
our North Star.
Carlo, Andrea.
Inspiration.
What's your name? Marco. Shout out
God,
to
Marco.
everybody and
Wow.
have a
Good
good night. Get
addition.
wasted. Make some love. Let's go.
See ya.
Yay!
Stop it. So.
Ooh, fuck me. We could have talked for 15 hours.